Good morning. Welcome to Crawl or No Crawl. This is Carolyn Holzman, and today is September 16th. And if Google means what they say, and I'm going to say they might, but the data doesn't show it, for now, I'm going to call it day 4. Today is a test day, and test days are when new content is published. And then I record the activity of the bots. So in relation to the publish and the request, what happens? And so new content was launched, the index request was made, and the bot came immediately. Now this request comes through the Google Indexing API, which right now in my experience, it's the only way to get new content indexed unless you have a lot of traffic. And Google does acknowledge that they find new URLs often, they can find it by sitemap. And I'm saying the jury's out on that. I have a test running. But traffic can help them discover new URLs. And when they do that, they immediately run to the robots text file to confirm if they can include it in the findable index. Another reason why robots text file is really important. Now, some new content this morning was findable by its keywords, and that was Wednesday's test page, but only for the JavaScript keywords. So here's what I'm thinking. So the simple might have been findable before I checked, but no way to know for sure. But it's definitely odd if content went through the indexing system and only the rendered JavaScript made it through to be findable by the keyword. So I think we're in a little bit of a rollback. I'll come back to that. And also, something new popped up yesterday, or I should say popped in yesterday. Hold on while I update this. Let's look at the bots. And we go over here. So the most recent full day of content was September 15th. Lo and behold, ba-bam, we have a new mobile bot. MobileBot 14. So new, I haven't even changed the color to blue. So we've seen this before. And whatever was the September core update, I'm going to say it's over. And they may run another one, or this might, let me rephrase that. Whatever was causing the high reading this week, it was most likely pre-processed data that they were waiting to roll out. So it's possible that the update is just starting yesterday, in which case it kind of behaves in that way like what we've seen in the past, like last fall, before I was doing all of this particular in-depth eyeballing. We saw very often what would feel like two updates, one bang on to the other. So I'm going to think about this and see how the data shows tomorrow. But if this is indeed the first day of perhaps the core update, then they might be recrawling everything again, in which case we're going to see a very high volume of crawl. So we'll kind of put a pin in that and come back, because obviously one day is not enough. But the odd thing is they introduced a brand new bot. They don't do that when they're running updates and seeing how things play on their side. Like, did they catch the fish they wanted to catch? All right, now looking at the desktop bot levels, I put the zeros in just so you could see. These two guys, they don't make pictures. They don't have a Chrome build. But pretty much all the bots that have a Chrome build, except for these two, they're pretty much missing in action. And what they do, what we see them do, is that they start testing the new bot against the old one. And then ultimately, we start to see, as that one works out, then next thing you know, we're going to see the desktop version of the same. All right, now yesterday I reported on a situation that I saw on one of my tests. And again, I cannot go into details. You can watch yesterday's video if you're interested. I don't share the details because it would reveal methods and sources. And the test that I'm looking at is using content in a very specific way related to mobile bots. And it showed movement kind of like they flipped a switch off. And it's something that we take for granted that Google reads. So that's all I can say about that. And subscribe to get the latest reports. And check out this morning's Confessions of an SEO. New episodes launch every Friday at 8 a.m. This week's show is called Telling the Bees. Thanks for watching. Now get back to work. See you tomorrow.